Today's tutorial will be Nightmare Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's 4. So obviously Five Nights at Freddy's 4 had a complete release. It wasn't a demo as I thought it was last video, and Five Nights at Freddy's 4 has revealed some interesting things, and ever since the teasers were all put out I was really intrigued by the Foxy. The Foxy, Nightmare Foxy, had glowing eyes, a razor tongue, and I decided, even though that wasn't in the game, I really liked it, so I decided to include it. So watch the tutorial and you can turn yourself into Nightmare Foxy. I am coming to you today with eyebrows covered up again. Today I cannot just trust my face chart, because I painted my face chart before Five Nights at Freddy's 4 was released, and before even the trailer, so I didn't actually know very much what Foxy looks like. All I knew he looks like was that teaser that's got released. So I painted this, assuming that's what he looks like, and just guessing that why not have eyebrows that are made of razors? Everything else seemed to be made of razors in all the teasers. Everything else seemed to be really creepy looking. So I was like, why not have Foxy have a ninja star eye patch? Or I don't know really what I was thinking with this, but I still think I'm going to incorporate a little bit of this, mainly just Foxy's tongue. So the first step will be to outline the design. It turns out that I didn't really need to block out my eyebrows. I've basically done the outline that I think I want to do on this side. So I'll repeat it on this side. Nightmare Foxy is kind of a brown, kind of orange, so I've mixed a tiny bit of green and black into an orange, and I'm getting a putrid grace colour, which this will be my first layer, and we'll probably layer on some reds and browns and stuff on top. Foxy does have cheek side bits, which will be very hard to create with paint, so you're gonna have to, if you want those bits, stick something to your face. There's a YouTuber called Shapeshifter MUA, and she does all these Five Nights at Freddy's where she makes a big cotton and latex mask so that she can build the structures of the Five Nights at Freddy's characters' faces. So if for some reason you found my channel before you found hers, in some magical universe where someone has found me before her, go check her out because she's awesome. Do you know what I feel like right now? A panda. Look at it, I've got the panda eyes and the nose. I'm just a panda. It just looks exactly like a panda, except not exactly like a panda at all. It looks like a panda, but it feels like one. Pretty much just blanket cover wherever you're gonna have teeth and white. Because there's no real point making your teeth super neat now at this stage. I like how long they looked in the teaser too, so I want to make them long. This part is a little difficult what you need to do is paint all of that around the red part and make sure it's a circle when the eyes are closed. We'll put some bars in, connect the top of the jaw to the bottom of the jaw. Now we're going to outline some of the stuff in the black. Now I'm going to do what I've done to this side, this side. The tongue has like interconnecting kind of blades, so I'll just put a highlight for this one. I also added a tiny highlight in the middle of the tongue for each section, and I'm just with a fine detail brush going over the connections with a tiny bit of black. Now I'm going to do a bit of highlighting with kind of like a brighter orange. Now I'll shade with some dark reddish brown. The light source for this one is going to be pretty much almost straight on. That's why this is highlighted and this is shaded, highlighted, shaded. So we're going to do that with the teeth as well, using a grey eyeshadow to shade the teeth. Okay, so we might do some holes in Foxy's face, and while I'm here I will shade a bit more under this. We can shade our eyes now, so around the outer edge I'll go with black. Now all these eyes have like rims over them. I don't know how to describe them, but what I will do is show them. Bet you can't guess what just happened. The camera died again. So while I charged it, I did my chest, did a bit of shading around the jaw and the tongue, and I put a beanie on and attached my ears. So I just want to show you what I do to this with this eye. With this eye, get a very light orange and fill in your arms, and you have to get really close to a mirror for this. And you don't open your eyes while it's drying. Well, you don't open this eye. To set it, in the middle, you set it with a light yellow, but on the outer rim, you can messily pat over orange. And I say you can do it messily because if you do it a bit over the iris, then it kind of provides a like glowing eye effect. And I also like to go around that with a little bit of darker orange, almost red. And then you get a fine detail brush or liquid eyeliner, and you get really close to the mirror and draw on the pupil. Okay, so when you're done, your eyes should look like this. You gotta do the nose. Okay, now we're done. I'm just gonna see if I can have my little chat session in the darker. So, let's just have a quick chat about Five Nights at Freddy's 4. I did not expect what happened to happen. I thought it would be focusing a lot more on the like origins of the Purple Man and how he killed all the children and how the children inhabited the animatronics. Like, I knew that the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 was going to be about the Bite of 87, but I did not realise the Bite of 87 happened the way it did. And I don't know if we find out about the Purple Man and all the children and their murders maybe Five Nights at Freddy's 3 was meant to clear up everything that happened with the murdered children. So I don't know what I expected with Five Nights at Freddy's 4, but it explained what the Bite of 87 was, but it doesn't explain how that the children's souls got in the animatronics anyway. It doesn't explain how the puppet managed to put the children's souls into the animatronics. It just... oh, Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is over now, and that's a little sad. Five Nights at Freddy's is over, that is. I don't think these are high enough on my head, aren't they? They're supposed to be up like this. Ah, they're not moving now.